So you know those weird line things that sprout out of the top of your heads? Sorry if you're bald. That's what we humans call hair. Unless you're not human, in which case, robot overlords aside, some context. Now, I'm a Filipino, and in my part of the country, straight black hair, or some variation of it, is kinda the standard configuration for men. It's what I see in my town, in school, in the mall, in the jeep, in the mountains, you name it. Now, as you can see by my character, I'm, well, this. But it didn't start out that way. I actually had straight downward coconut style hair as a kid. I looked just like the other people in my hometown. Then, things changed at I think around second grade during my elementary days. This was around the time my dad told me something along the lines of, "Son, if you want to take care of your hair, comb it every night so it stays straight and clean even when you're asleep." And I thought, wait, how does that work exactly? But I didn't have a phone at the time to Google anything, so I just went along with it. Then I thought, comb where? And since my dad combed his hair parted to one side, I thought, eh, why not do that too? And boom, side part hair me was born. I didn't remember much from my elementary, but I was one of the only ones who combed their hair to the side, especially as hair was still regulated to be kept short by both teachers and parents. So I stayed like that for quite a while. Now, I was planning to study hair stuff coming into my high school because of, teenager things, but then the pandemic happened, so I didn't really care about how I looked and just kept to my regular routine. My next hair development was about ninth grade. It started when my cousins and I went out to cut our hair for the start of the school year. Now, I asked one of my cousins, who was with me, let's name him, Wall. So I asked Wall, what's a good haircut for me? He asked, what's your regular cut? Uh, barber's cut, I think, or something like that. It's what I've been taught. What? We're no longer elementary, man. Try to let it grow for a bit and we'll see then. Just trim the sides. That's what the teachers will care about anyway. I was a bit skeptical at first, especially as he was a year older than me, a bit rebellious, had rebonded hair, and went to a different school than me. But then I went, screw it. And so I followed his advice and let my hair grow out for a while. And by about the next month, I slowly realized something. Why does my hair look like waves from the sea? I actually quite liked it, especially as it gave my hair some oomph and made me look a bit taller. Then I rewatched some Harry Potter that year and thought, wait, can I look like Tom Riddle? You know, with that funky forehead hair thing? So I tried to do some magic, but it just ended up looking like our national hero. Then I thought, this is fine. At least the style is consistent. It wasn't consistent. When it grew longer for about 3 months, the side part wouldn't be noticeable anymore. When I had it cut to reset growth, the first few weeks looked like I just had a thin strand of hair on my head. And I basically had about a few windows of time where my hair was just right for my standards. Next development, though minor, happened during my grade 11. One of my classmate friends, let's call him Broccoli, because he had broccoli hair, was with me during a live-in training for the school paper competition we were in. Right after we finished showering, he asked, "Hey, what hair products do you use?" I was like, "Why?" Then he went, "You're curly haired too, man." Broccoli was actually one of the three men in my class who had curly slash wavy hair. Another was this guy with slightly wavy hair but looked more mainstream. Then there was me with the side part. Except I didn't comb yet going out of the shower. So I was like, crap, you're right. How did I notice this just right now? So I asked Broccoli first how he does his. He told me his shampoo and conditioner brand and added something like, don't use this shampoo brand, it's bad for curly hair. Especially if it's specifically a straightening type. And don't use shampoo every day, more like once a week. And in my head I was like, damn, I followed none of those. Yeah, what I did was shampoo every single day with about 2 to 3 times conditioner per week. Apparently I got that backwards. In my defense, I couldn't ask my dad about hair stuff anymore because he was working abroad at the time. And my mom shampoos and conditions her hair daily. Plus, she doesn't know what to do with curly hair. Doesn't help with the fact that she wants me to revert back to my Ven straight hair back in elementary, and to this day wants my hair to be rebonded, which is ironic since curly hair runs in her part of the family. Mom, please. I don't want to look like literally everyone else. Plus, it's natural. Let me be me, please. Anyways, I began experimenting what weekly schedule of hair products I should follow. Whether to condition every day, when to shampoo, when to just splash it with water for a while, the regular stuff. Anyways, I got a semi-functional schedule by about 2nd semester of grade 11, and my hair was at peak waviness. I literally looked like a cartoon character at times. Still had days when it went somewhat straight, still had days where it just didn't cooperate, but overall, nothing too drastic to my ninth and 10th grade. And then, that summer, during an outing, my cousin suggested to me right after a swim, seeing my hair be naturally curly after being wet, they said, "What if you just didn't comb your hair?" And I'm like, "That's stupid. I don't want to look like our broccoli heads." But then I considered the idea right after the outing, the main idea being that I can basically change my appearance at will. I also wanted to see if I could look like book accurate Harry Potter. So I tried shampoo with conditioner with a comb, then shampoo with conditioner without, then conditioner with a comb. You get the idea. During that time, I realized being purely curly wasn't that bad actually. Still liked my side part though, but maybe some innate curliness doesn't hurt. And in fact, I actually liked it being somewhat messy, not perfectly wavy. Gives a sense of trying to keep things in order despite all odds. So, here's the current situation. I can no longer comb my hair straight at all, even when I had it reset and cut it its shortest. The longer it gets, the more chaotic it becomes. Not combing my hair and leaving it be leads to me looking like those broccoli heads. Combing my hair directly after a bath, a few minutes after a bath, and when it's dry, all have different results for the rest of the day. Combing my hair with a comb and combing my hair with just my hand is obviously different. And shampoo with conditioner, conditioner only, and water only all have different results. So, all in all, my variations in hair, with all the factors I just listed, leads me to 36 combinations. I can go about a month with slight variations in my hair without even trying. Granted, some of them I don't use at all because I think they look stupid. But still, I have about 3 main looks, which is mostly this, this, or this. And frankly, I'm content with these for now. Lots of people still suggest something different. Others want it to be straight, others want it to be more curly. I even got presented with the idea to dye my hair green, which unfortunately would make me look less like Harry Potter and more like Jacksepticeye. But hey, suggestions are just suggestions. It's me that gets to decide how I look at the end of the day. I'll change if I want to, like countless of times before. But right now, I think I look alright. So, that's it for this story. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Yo yo yo, end credit team time. To my friends and family watching, it may seem that I have left off the few minor things about the experience, but I feel like a more dumbed down explanation is better. It's not like I tried well. The original script was longer, but drawing these takes a lot of time. Especially drawing the hair. I'm not good at drawing those at all. Anyways, don't know what the next video is about. I have some ideas regarding topics like sleep, outfits, or hand stuff, but I'll see if something comes up. So that's it for this end credit scene. Shorter one this time. So, see you in the next video. Adios.